Hey there, it's Laura. I want to take a few moments to talk about the concepts of competence, incompetence, and the roles we can get stuck in, especially in the family setting. So, maybe you've heard the term mental load, and it's often borne by women in family settings. And it's all the thinking and remembering and organizing and keeping track of. And then there's the emotional work too. All the kind of family managing things that we take on. And when I say it's often women, it's because we've all been, males and females, we've been socially conditioned to get into these modes. It's not necessarily biology, right? So this happens in my family, and I know it happens in lots of families, and it's good that we're starting to talk about this stuff. And many years ago, when I was struggling with one of these types of situations where it was really obvious that the buck stopped with me, if I wasn't on it, if I couldn't figure it out, if I could not take care of things, we were screwed. I was really overwhelmed and really frustrated. And I went to one of the women in my life that is like a maternal figure to me, and I was talking to her about it. And she said something really wise and wonderful. And she said, sometimes it's very difficult to be the most competent person in a situation. I thought, yeah, that's exactly it. Sometimes I'd like somebody else to take care of things. Sometimes I would like it to not all be on my shoulders. And could you please just read a book? Right? Sorry, that was a little personal share there. Frustration of the number of parenting books I've read and somebody else. It's not really his thing. So we have different levels of competence and different levels of incompetence, or different areas, I should say, where we're competent or incompetent. And then we get stuck in roles based on those things. But it doesn't need to necessarily be that way. Yes, sometimes it makes sense to have a division of labor if somebody is particularly talented or enjoys doing a particular task. But when things are just happening by default, especially if it's because of gender role socialization that's happened to us, that's where I think we need to get a little bit more conscious and wake up and go, hey, why is this happening? This is imbalanced. This actually doesn't create optimal functioning for our family. Where can we make some changes here? So I'm throwing this out there without a lot of practical solutions for you, but I just found it useful to be able to articulate these things to myself, and that wisdom that that lovely woman gave me was really helpful and really affirming and helped me frame what was going on in my life. So I'm just passing it on in case it's of value to you. Take good care of yourself.